web finder project. For this project I made a calendar app. As you can see here, it uses, so it's got a unique sort of grid system using the bootstrap rows and containers and stuff like that, and obviously my own CSS. And so we have a JavaScript function that goes through for each month and sets the dates to be correct, and also for any overlap it makes sure to go through that and do it as a sort of grayed out system. And so then if we go to the next month, the month is correctly plotted, and we can check that against the calendar here. So if we go to the same month, we can see that here the first falls on a Saturday, which is the same with here. There's 31 days, and the 31st falls on a Monday, which is the same here. Obviously this calendar is indexed to start at Monday, and mine is indexed at Sunday, but you can easily check that it's right if you imagine shifting this calendar over by one, and then if it all lines up, then it's correct. So we can look through, and it keeps doing the same thing, even on irregular months like February, where it only has 28. So that's good. So next, let's look at registering a new user. Here we go. Oh wait, I think I've already made a user called Bat, so I won't actually call it that. I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it Boom. So like, I don't know. Just put the password as test, and we'll register a new user. And so you can see it says the username at the top right here. So then let's look at creating an event. So I'll create one for the 8th and call it birthday. So this is going to be a group event, so I'll refer to it in the third person, so as it's Boom's birthday. Party at their place. And then, so we can set a start time and an end time, and we can do that nicely using this time thing where, this time input is so nice. Obviously this is just default by HTML, so it's not that impressive, but let's set it for, so 12:30 maybe, and it should end at, we can also type in on these, end at 3, and so as you can see here, it has the day auto filled in from this. So this form is in a thing called a bootstrap modal, and so the way that we pass the date to this is by setting a data attribute for each of the days on the grid, and then once you press on it, it passes that to this modal. We're not going to set it as a task. I'll get into what that is later. And let's invite Joe to our party. So when I select this, so other users is other users to be included on the event, so that because this is going to be a partial group event, so we will add that. There we go. And so you can see it's reloaded the page, and birthday is now there on the 8th where we set it. And as you can see, it displays it using another modal, and it has all the information there. It would also have a task checkbox if it was a task, but we didn't click that. And we can also press not on the button but on the day, and it would let us create another event. So now I'll look at so I'll sign in with Joe, and then we can look at the birthday thing. So we can notice how the birthday event is also here, and it's got the same information. So that's good. There were events, but I cleared them before the thing because they were cluttering it up. And so now we can look at creating a task. So let's create a task here. Let's call it my task. And then just any time. It's just arbitrary anyway. Oh. Yep, that's fine. And so as you can see, it passing the date again. We'll set a task. Let's not invite any other users because it's. But you can see it. Even the new users that we've added, it puts on, but not the user that we are, because that wouldn't make sense because it's just other users anyway. So we'll press submit, and so now the task is added, and we can click on it, and it shows up the same. And this task completed checkbox. So a task is just something that you have to complete within that time frame, but only once. So once you've completed it, you check the task box, and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of that time period. And we can notice that even if we click off, go on, refresh, come back, it stays the same because it sends a put request to the server. And full screen, it looks like this, which I think is a lot nicer because it takes up a lot more space. But obviously me having it in that is showing that it's mobile responsive. So thanks for watching.